Hey, let's all go to Chernobyl. Hey everybody, so this is the part 5 and last review of my Big Daddy series of the Die Hard franchise. This is the 5th one called A Good Day to Die Hard. It's directed by John Moore. He was best known for Behind Enemy Lines and Max Payne. I didn't watch Max Payne. I did like Behind Enemy Lines from what I remember, but it's been a long time since I saw it. Got a bunch of notes here because there's a lot to talk about in this movie. But again, McClane is back, but this time he's with his son. Last movie he was with his daughter. Seems like the whole family keeps getting into trouble. Jack McClane, or John McClane Jr., who changed his name to Jack, is played by Jai Courtney. And I think most people are in agreement that, where did this guy come from? Like, he was just all of a sudden in a bunch of movies. And big movies. He's not a great actor, but he's not a bad actor either. He's just okay. I think he's just an easy fit, a generic action hero, action guy. Or maybe he takes less money than other actors, someone else maybe, I don't know. But I guess he's just someone that they can fit into any action movie because of his appearance maybe. Now he does look like he could be John McClane's son. So I will give him that the casting of it, they do look like they could be related. But I don't hate the guy or anything. I've seen a lot of reviewers, they really can't stand him, and I don't quite understand that. Like, he's not that bad, and we'll see what he does in Suicide Squad. I guess a lot of people are hoping he'll be better there. But he's just not someone that pops in my head if I was casting a movie. But maybe it got it. Maybe he got the role because he looked related to Bruce Willis. Anyway, in this movie, John McClane goes to Moscow in Russia to visit his son Jack because Jack got arrested. And, he wants to go support his son, find out what happened, see if he can help him out. And then he finds out pretty quick that Jack is a spy for the CIA. And then all hell breaks loose. At least the writers tried to go in another direction again. In the fourth movie, it was the technology. In this movie, it's more of a spy thriller. So at least they're not trying to rehash previous movies and they're doing something a little different. Just like the Fast and Furious movies, they try and do some different kind of action movie for each movie. Because it would be really easy to just redo the previous movies. So I am glad that they did that. Now, the opening car chase, that was good. A lot of practical effects, stunts, and car stuff, and a lot of damage. They were destroying a lot of stuff. And I think the mechanics and body shops in Moscow are going to bank it. And I want that armored car. That was a cool armored car. It would be perfect for driving in traffic or getting slow people out of the fast lane. Oh, I hate those people. But there was way too much shaky cam. Shaky cam does not make a sequence more exciting. It makes it more annoying. Use a steady cam. It's not that hard. If your action sequence is good enough, then a steady cam would look great. I think shaky cam is lazy filmmaking, and you only use it because your action sequence is not good enough, or your fight sequence is not good enough. So you have to use shaky cam to get people a little confused so that it looks tolerable. But to me, it's not. It's just annoying. Just like I can't stand found footage movies or handheld movies. They just make me physically sick and dizzy to watch. I can't stand them. It's so lazy and bleh. So a couple of things when they get to the top floor of that building looking for the key and trying to meet his daughter. So a couple of quick notes here. Bruce Willis with a machine gun just looks cool. I gotta say, him firing that machine gun looked cool. Awkward elevator rides do make me smile. I think they're not funny, but they make me smile, maybe giggle a little bit. I kind of like them. The fact that the daughter's with the bad guys was not much of a twist to me. It was kind of painfully obvious. The cliche downfall of the bad guy because he talked too much. And how come the bad guy behind Jack didn't notice that he was using a knife to cut his restraints? I mean, you would think if you're standing there and the guy's moving his hand, you're going to look down and see what he's doing, right? Just saying. It does look cool to see the chopper shooting into the building from the underside shot. That did look pretty cool. I liked that shot. Falling down the building construction site is unbelievable, but it's still more believable than the F-35 scene in Live Free and Die Hard. So I'll accept the building construction. It's Die Hard-ish, you know. But those are my quick things for that scene. Now, up until now, the movie was pretty cool action movie, minus the shaky cam stuff. It had some cool actiony stuff and funny lines, but the movie turned dumb as soon as they went to Chernobyl. I mean, they went to Chernobyl to get a file that was inside a safe of nuclear material. And really, there is no such thing as a nuclear radiation neutralizing garden hose mist spray. I mean, if that did exist, they'd be using it all over the place all the time. That, to me, was so ridiculously stupid. Hated it. Now, I have to admit, the first time I saw it, I didn't really foresee the twist of the Russian father as the real bad guy. But as soon as they did the reveal, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it wasn't like, what? It was more of like, oh, all right. Now some of the plot things I thought were plot holes make sense now. It should have been foreshadowing for me, but for some reason I thought they were plot holes. Maybe because they announced Chernobyl and I just assumed all those plot holes. Instead, it was something I was supposed to foresee. Now, although the truck helicopter scene is also really unbelievable, it was a fun, action-y sequence, I gotta say. You know, he drives the truck out the back of the helicopter because they're gonna kill his son, and it makes the helicopter go up and shoot everywhere else and start spinning around. It was a cool-looking action sequence. I kind of liked it. But him getting McClane getting swung around and thrown into the building safe and sound, no. No, that's when they lost me on that one. But seeing the bad guy fall in a Hans Gruber way, but his reaction wasn't as good. But getting chopped up by the rear rotor, I liked that. I thought that was cool. When our heroes are falling through the building at the same time that the helicopter is coming down, you see the helicopter through the glass and the good guys are falling through the building and it's all in slow-mo. I'm not normally a fan of slow-mo. I don't know, I don't like it too much. But visually, that scene looked cool. I must say it looked cool. If they didn't go to Chernobyl and magically neutralized weapon grades uranium-235, then with a gardening mist sprayer, then I could have liked it a lot more. I mean, seeing it again, the action wasn't as bad as I remember. I liked it a lot. I liked a lot of it. I think I was distracted at how absurd the location was, that the action didn't matter at the time that I first saw it. I wasn't invested in the movie anymore as soon as they went there. Yes, you do have to suspend belief when you watch an action movie. I mean, action movies are present day fantasy movies. But there is a line. You know, you gotta put the fantasy action stuff in a plausible scenario at least, so that we can justify the action in our mind and enjoy the fun. But if you go too overboard, like Chernobyl with the magic mist spray, or Transporter, was it 2 or 3, when he has a bomb under a car and he drives it off a ramp at the exact speed, spins it, and knocks the bomb off with the hook. No, 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 just no. It's still the last one on my list. My ranking of the Die Hard movies are Die Hard, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard 2, Die Harder. I have to say it that way every time, I don't know why. Die Hard 4.0, or AKA Live Free or Die Hard. I wish they would choose which one they wanted to use. And then A Good Day to Die Hard. But I have to admit, it wasn't as bad as I remember. I just hate the shaky cam, and I hate the Chernobyl crap. But other than that, for an action movie, I thought it was pretty good. But that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let's discuss. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys on the next video.